How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? This is William. June 27th, 2026. How y'all doing? Before I get into anything, I'm gonna show y'all a picture, and I want y'all to pay close attention to the date of this picture and when it was taken. And this gonna all come into play later in my conversation. So let me go ahead and pull this up for y'all real quick. Follow me here, and I'm gonna go ahead and pull this up here. That way we can, y'all can follow me. Okay, let's see, we can turn this thing around here. Okay, I want y'all, you see this picture right here? This is a picture of Michelle locked up here in jail. Let me blow it up a little bit, see, can y'all, I don't want y'all missing none of this. Okay, go down a little bit here. And this is the picture of Michelle when she had assaulted me, and she was had got locked up for assaulting me. Now, mind y'all now, notice the date on this picture, June 19th, right after she assaulted me. And that, remember that day, because that day gonna come to y'all very important when I explain how this all come about. Okay, so let's get back to me now. Okay, so now, that was Michelle back in June of 2018 that's her second assault on me at that time. Her second assault now. And then that same year now, watch this now, December that same year, was it November? Well, December, November, the same year she gets locked up again for assaulting me. Listen, and that second time, that third time was the assault in front of the DSS parking lot, in which that y'all saw her out there. Now look, I have a few of y'all say, you know, y'all both, just a few of y'all, not many. Oh, well, both parents was wrong, da 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 da. But let me just tell you something. I don't deal with that woman whatsoever, period. I haven't seen my kids in over 3 years. They haven't called me. She hasn't called. She don't follow no court order. She never did, even from the very beginning. And before y'all say anything, I could have stopped recording and called the police, because I had one customer that mentioned that, one person on my YouTube that mentioned that. Look, I wanted to record the whole thing because that woman socked me up. That woman socked me up, and if I would have stopped recording, I wouldn't have had the video for y'all to be able to come in on. You know what I'm saying? And of course, DSS, I got the DSS video as well from the time that she was there before I even got there. She planned that. And she planned it with a whole lot of help. The Sheriff Department under Mark Gullich, you know, DSS, Krista Foster, you know, and all of them evil ones that helped her. They helped Michelle lewd me. They helped Michelle, did all of the junk that she did to me, because ain't nowhere in the world a mentally ill woman would have done that to me, would have did that in front of and to our kids and myself, and got away with that junk. And they helped to elude the authority, the police and everything, because you know why? Because there was a whole part of it. Gullich and his sheriff's office up there was a big part of it. DSS and Child Protective Service was a big part of it, because they didn't protect my kids after they had their own video of what Michelle had done. So I want to go ahead and go in some details. Now, I told y'all I remember that date now. Michelle was convicted and put on supervised probation for 18 months for that assault that y'all seen right there. And then, and to take a mental health evaluation, all that, which she ain't did none of that. Her probation officer was a garbage probation officer. I remember who he was. He was nothing. You know, they gave her a key to hurt me, and that's exactly what she did. And she hurt me through my kids. That's exactly what she did. So now, let's fast forward a little bit. Same year now. Judge Christopher Rube done said, if you come back in front of me again, you're going to jail. How about this woman that assaulted me a third time, the same year? In December, when y'all saw that video of DSS, that woman had done assaulted me. Wait, and before I go there, let me just back up just a little bit. I went in front of Judge Sophia Crawford the same week, y'all, on a Tuesday, the same week now, on a Tuesday. And I explained to Judge Sophia Crawford, Your Honor, how you gonna make me go deal with this woman when she done already assaulted me several occasions, already done been locked up, and you gonna force me to go deal with this woman? Well, you know what she wrote? Her reply to me? Well, if you don't take these kids down to DSS on what's a Thursday, and for her to get these kids, and you going to jail. I said, so you gonna make me deal with this woman after you already know that this woman assaulted me? What judge gonna make a man or woman deal with the other party when they'd have been assaulted by the very party that the judge is ordering you to go deal with? That's what happened to me, y'all. So, okay, all right, so they're gonna put me in jail if I don't take my children down there on Thursday for her to visit with them for a couple of days. So I did that. Now that went fine. When I took the kids down, two children to her, everything went fine. It was when it was time for her to bring them back when everything went haywire. So I'm coming up just to get my kids on. Was it on a Sunday? Yes, on a Sunday. So I'm coming up because she done had them. She got them that Thursday evening. She's going to bring them back on that Sunday. So I'm there, you know. So I'm riding up to DSS to get my kids, and I'm on time. She was already there ahead of me. So I pulls up. When I pulls up, just a simple get my kids and leave. That's all it's supposed to be. You know, so I'm asking my daughter why you didn't call me, because even when the kids are with either parent, the parent that's not with them at the time, the kids still supposed to call them every day. She didn't allow my kid to call me or nothing. So I was concerned when y'all see me holding my daughter's neck by the shoulder. I was asking my daughter, I said, look, baby, why you didn't call me? Because you supposed to call me every day. You know, you with your mama. And before she could answer me, my daughter, before she could answer me, Michelle then came over there and then snatched my daughter from me, throw my daughter one way, throw me another way, dived on my kids on the ground. They throwing up everywhere. Y'all seen that? Come on now. It don't take a rocket scientist to figure out what went down on that video, but I'm going to explain to you the background part of it. Safira Crawford, that evil witch judge, evil woman, ordered me to take my kids down there that Thursday for Michelle to get them, and then only to have a headache and get locked up falsely, because when Michelle brought my kids back, she socked me up, assault me and hurt me, and then called me to get locked up falsely. But even at that, she was the one found guilty of assault me at that. Then Reese Saunders, the district attorney at the time, I went to that courtroom almost 5 years, y'all. And behind my back, they dismissed the case against Michelle for assaulting me. Almost 5 years I went to court. This is what y'all don't know, and this is what I want to let y'all know. And that wicked sheriff department up on the Mark Gully, officers, they running everywhere, doing everything, running up on the car lot, New York Auto Sale, trying to serve me silver papers or whatever. See, they did everything in benefit of Michelle, but when it came down for me to need their assistance, they did nothing. And then you hear now you got a wicked Mark Gully want to be sheriff, you want to keep being sheriff, keep being the evil person in Richmond County. Yeah, he evil. And his constituents right behind him. Evil right along with him. Them evil devils. That's what they is up there. So Michelle had to help y'all to do the evil junk that she did to me. She had the help from the grimy lawyer, even my own lawyer, John Airwood, that wicked bastard. Well, sorry y'all, that wicked devil. Even him had to. He knew the case was dismissed against her, and then did not call me to let me know or anything. See, this is the inside wickedness that y'all don't get to see that happened to me. And I'm explaining to y'all, this is what happened to me. And yeah, Michelle is a mentally ill person. See, here's the thing, y'all. I used to be over her check in Florida because the judge in Arizona found her disabled and said she couldn't take care of her business or nothing. Somebody had to do it. So her stepdaddy was the first one that was over her check. And then when she got back with me, when she came back to Florida, I became her payee over her check. ADHD, personality change, ADD. Look, she mentally disabled. Now, mentally, y'all, understand me when I say this now, mentally, right? So, here is what y'all put this together. So you were a mentally disabled person by the law. So I guess the judge in Arizona was I guess he didn't see that she was a healthy woman. She's sane, she everything. Because if the judge would have saw that, she would never be getting disability. You understand what I'm saying? So now here's Richmond County Sheriff Department, DSS, Child Protective Service, helping her to take my kids from me. Uprooted my kids out of stable home and throw my kids out there in the street because Michelle didn't even know how to take care of them, didn't even have no money to take care of. But Judge Safira Crawford threw my kids into her care after uprooting them. 2 years I had them in my home and never ever got nothing from Michelle whatsoever. but headache and heartache. And Judge Safira called uproot my three children out of my home and throw them to her. Like it would, like, you know, that's why she's such an evil. And not only Safira Crawford did that, Judge, let me tell you exactly what she did. She altered, her court reporter altered the video. I mean, they record everything in there. And I never thought that, you know, the court reporter altered the disc. Listen, they are, and I still got the disc right to this day. Because when I look, let me tell you something. I keep everything. I still got them today. That Judge Safira Crawford altered that disc that day in that courtroom. And I've read that. I got that disc. Now, my lawyer got the real disc that wasn't altered, but the ones I got, they was altered with the court reporter and along with Safira Crawford and anybody else that was in that courtroom know that disc was altered. See, y'all, some of y'all, and not a lot of y'all, just some of y'all make, you know, y'all rush to judgment on stuff, and you don't understand what's behind all of that. And I'm telling you here what's behind all that. That woman, that's an evil woman, and she had evil constituency that was backing her and having her to do the thing that she was doing. And she did and succeeded at doing it with the evil people that was against me. She succeeded doing it. So now let me give a shout out. You know, I didn't want to do. I want to go ahead and get that out because, you know, first of all, I give Lord the thanks and the glory and everything consistent to what he doing, because the justice gonna come by way of the Lord, and he gonna touch the one that's gonna make justice happen the way he wanted to come down and happen. And it's already happening. Look at here, y'all. Got over, #1 video, y'all, got over 60,000 views. Over almost 500 comments. Over 60,000 views, making my video #1. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Over 60,000 views. Now I can't answer all of your questions, but I'm gonna answer some of the ones that I thought that was important. I think that was important, and I'm gonna just go through. So just bear with me here, y'all, if I don't answer all of the questions that some of the people had. And I had this 27-year-old that said that traumatized the kid, and both of y'all traumatized the kid because I went through a similar thing when I was a child, and I'm still having problems with it today. Well, young lady, let me just answer this question for you. I had nothing to do with what went down that you saw in that video. I had nothing to do with that. Because if you go back and look at the video with the DSS, and you see that Michelle was there before I even got there. And the only thing I was supposed to do is just pick my 3 children up and leave. And another question, I'm gonna answer another one real quick. Everybody, oh, y'all left that child with the one by itself. No, I put my one child into the car in the seatbelt, and then I was going back to get the other one. So I want to clarify that too. Back to the 27-year-old that made the comment. I didn't have nothing to do with that. That woman had planned what she was going to do when I got there. She had already had it mapped out and planned out what she was going to do. She was going to assault me. She was going to assault my kids. She was going to have me falsely locked up. And everything that she did, she succeeded at it. I did end up getting falsely locked up and everything. I sure did. Now, hey, look, like I said, went to court, everything was dismissed. They dropped them charges against Michelle after going to court for almost 5 years, y'all, on a misdemeanor assault charge that I had against her. They dropped the DA, the district attorney, the sister, none of them up there contact me that they was gonna do it. You know, when you were not the defendant, but when you the person that take the papers out, you supposed to be the one that be contacted when the courts, when the DA and everybody, when they come to a conclusion of something, they supposed to contact you and let you know what they're gonna do or what they about to do. They never contacted me. I was sitting up in court, just sitting there. Case already dismissed against Michelle. I'm like, what in the world going on? I go, oh, this case has been dismissed. I go down to the district attorney. I said, why none of y'all contacted me about this case being dismissed against Michelle? She assaulted me, and y'all supposed to contact me about this thing. Oh, well, you better go talk to your lawyer. We can't talk to you. What do you mean you can't talk to me? What? I'm gonna think of that name in a minute. What do you mean you can't talk to me? Y'all protecting me, and that I was assaulted. Now, what do you mean you can't talk to me? I need to go talk to my lawyer. Y'all is my lawyer because y'all the one supposed to be prosecuting Michelle. So how you gonna tell me to go talk to my lawyer? Now y'all is my lawyer, the state. To the 27-year-old, if you have any bad vibes about that video, I just want to let you know, and you know, I got gratitude for you. You went through something at your childhood age with your parents. Hey, I don't know what took place with that, but I'm gonna tell you what took place with me and the ex-wife of mine. That evil woman did some evil stuff towards me, and she planned it. And I didn't come there expecting to have no interaction with her whatsoever. I didn't even want to talk to that woman. Only thing I was there to just pick my kids. She only had them with Thursday, Friday, Saturday. She got them Thursday night, so Friday, Saturday. She both bring them back that Sunday night, Sunday evening in front of DSS parking lot, which Judge Saphira Crawford had ordered. So listen, the whole thing was a setup. That's you 27-year-old. I'm gonna understand. Let me help you understand it. That was a whole setup. Saphira Crawford Judge, for one, socked me up. Why would you have me to meet this woman down in front of DSS in the evening hours, about dark? And not be accompanied by a sheriff or anything? Why would you do that? You know, or why would you not have us to meet at the sheriff department with sheriff presence? See what I'm saying? There's a lot of things the jail could have did right, but that's why I know it was a setup. Oh, take them down to DSS because, and then the own DSS cameras is the one that caught the whole thing from the very beginning. That's the video you haven't saw yet, so I'm gonna recommend you to go watch that video of mine that shows from the beginning before I even started recording. I got the DSS video that shows that woman sitting there in that car before the only car in the whole DSS parking lot. She was sitting there and had that jump playing out when I pulled up. She had it playing out. Go back, 27-year-old, go back and look at that video, and then you be able to bring it all back together. And she had, and not to mention, she have been found guilty twice now for assaulting me. That night that you see the DSS, she was found guilty for that too. And that was the charge that almost 5 years later, the district attorney under Reese Saunders' control dismissed the charge against her, dismissed the case against her. And not to mention, she broke into my house twice and didn't even prosecute her. Not to mention that, the first time she broke into my house, after she left me now, she left and abandoned me and our kids. After she left now, she come broke in my house with the sheriff department. With the sheriff department of Richmond County. That chick come and broke into my house after she had done left me now. She came here with the sheriff department, broke into my house. And if that wasn't good enough, watch this. Then after the sheriff left, she left, everybody left. She came to my house a second time and broke into it by herself. And I still got my neighbor right to the day that watched her every move when she came down here and broke into my house. I called the sheriff department. What did they do about it? We're not gonna prosecute her. We're not even gonna take papers out on her. So you mean to tell me this woman can go around breaking into my house and y'all not breaking and entering, and I got a witness to prove it, and you can't do? Well, you say you're not gonna prosecute this woman? Not only see that wicked sheriff department, the wicked people members in that sheriff department, along with Mark Gulledge, then pressed charges against this woman, and they clearly had the evidence against her for breaking into my house a second time. But see, and then broke into my house the first time with the sheriff department. See, you got a lot of authority in different states, different countries, different cities that'll go around and say, well, if he would have only did this thing would have went better, or he would have went like it's supposed to went. Well, you know, I'm that one that does that. I don't go flying off the handle, get guns and go hurt people and I don't do that. See, I do everything the way it's supposed to be done because I know I'm right. You know what I'm saying? So, but these evil people out here, they doing evilness towards me, from the district attorney's office to the judges, to the members of the clerk of court, to the lawyers, you know, to the sheriff department under Mark Gulledge's control, through DSS, Child Protective Service. And I got to tell you, the black ones up there worse than the white ones. Because we know, us black people know the white ones is bad anyway. You know, because they want us to raise our kid the way they raise their kid, and that's why their kid grow up and do the junk they do. You know, black kids don't do that junk because we chastise our black kids right, don't we? Us black people. But then when you let them white people in your home and you let them black people in your home that work for them white people, then you done messed up. I'm telling you that right now. Because them black people is worse than the white people. Your own color. But I hope I answered your question good. Now let's move on to some other things about this situation. Like I told y'all, this same year, y'all remember the date that I told you, June date of 2018. Then she assaulted me twice and was found guilty twice, the same, and was on probation the second time she assaulted me the same year. And the same judge, Sophia Crawford, the one that ordered me to go down there and meet this chick, is the same judge took my kid from me. And March of 2019, what? 3 months later? I said, oh, December, January, February, March. 3 months later after this, y'all, this is the same judge now. The same judge, wicked Sophia Crawford, took my kids from me. And then altered that, altered the video, the recording of the court. She the same judge. Hey, can y'all put that together? Sophia Crawford, judge, the same judge that ordered me to go meet this chick after she known this one chick, then I done told her now on a Tuesday, this woman done assaulted me. You want to make me go back deal with this woman? How you gonna make me go back and deal with this woman fear for my life because of what she done already done to me already? And then after that, then look, y'all, 3 months later, she took my kids from me in that courtroom and gave them to Michelle, a mentally unstable, insane woman. That's what Sophia Crawford did, y'all. So anybody that know that name, Sophia Crawford, that's what that wicked devil done to me. So understand that, y'all. Understand exactly where I'm coming from. So I want to give y'all the highlights of that video. And I want to give y'all the backbone. Because the one that don't know and the one that's guessing, you ain't got to guess. Because I'm going to tell you straight up how it went down. That's exactly how it went down. Sophia Crawford, that evil judge, and her constituents and the people that were telling her what to do to me, that's what she did. That's why her, you know what, I ain't even gonna go into that there because I already done put that in God's hand. I know what God is gonna bring everything down that I said about that woman, that evil judge, along with the rest of them that jumped in to hurt me. And I mean, come on, y'all. What judge gonna uproot 3 children out of a stable home and give them to a parent that assault the very one that the judge taking kids from? Come on now. Make that make sense. Make that make sense to me. But that's what this evil judge done. That's evil judge. That's why I had to get myself up out of Richmond County, because it was continued evilness coming down from that sheriff department. Continued evilness coming down from that DSS, Child Protective Service. And not to mention, y'all, check this out. She was getting help. I had my kid for 2 years when she left me. She was getting help by DSS that I didn't even know about for 2 years, getting food stamps, Medicaid and everything. And she didn't even have my kid. Tell me, how was she getting help for my kid that she didn't even have? And I went up to DSS to check it. I said, look, this woman ain't got my kid. How y'all giving her help, food stamps and Medicaid and everything for my kid that she don't have? Oh, well, if she in the house, they in the house. I said, my kids ain't even in her house 50% of the time, not even 10% of the time. So how is y'all giving her help? I went to the DSS, y'all, when I found out what that chick was doing. When I found out what she was doing, I went to DSS myself. How you helping to get this woman Medicaid and everything and food stamp for my kid that she don't even have in her home or house or motel, because she was living in a motel when she first left me. You get me, y'all? Then, of course, you know, they help to get on Section 8. You know, they help to do all that. But that don't erase the fact that she mental. You know what I'm saying, y'all? And I told her one time, I said, look at Michelle, you know you mentally ill. You're supposed to be under doctor care, mental health, psychiatrist care. She's supposed to be under that kind of care. She even Judge even looked over there. Judge Sophia Crawford even looked over there. They didn't look at Michelle not one time like she was mentally. They ain't not one time. So I guess the judge in Arizona, I guess he was nothing to find her disabled, to find her depressed, to find her HDAD, to find her personality change. I guess that judge was wrong. So I told her, I said, I tell you what, now you're gonna have it both ways. You're not mentally stable to raise our kids. But Richmond County, not Richmond County, but the people of Richmond County, like the Sheriff Department, the DSS, the judges, all of them found her mentally stable to take care of my kid. Not only take care of mine, but 2 more that she had by another man. And you talk about wickedness with a capital W, that's a wickedness with a capital W, nothing but trouble. They'll put a lot of people there in Richmond County, nothing but trouble. The judges, trouble. And I made this video a little bit long because I wanted to get the topics out there. The important things about the one that questioned about that night about what happened at that DSS parking lot. Michelle was an evil woman. She planned it. She did it. And she followed through what she did with the help of yours truly, Richmond County Sheriff Department under Mark Gulledge and his officers, DSS, under the directors of Richmond County. They all was a part of it. Christopher, all of them was a part of the evil junk that they brought on to me. But you know what? God said, I got something better for my servant. God said, I got something better. And God is doing it. So, first of all, thank each and every one of you for the prayer. And I know it ain't probably many of you, but thank each and every one for your prayer to see me overcome all of this, because your prayers has been heard and God is working on it. He done worked on it. It's just playing out now, y'all. All that junk coming to the light, every bit of it, what they did to me. I put it in God's hand, and I always have and always will, because, you know, I can't do nothing with these wicked people. God can do it. God gonna do it. Because you know what? Let me tell y'all something. Devil has an end. Your wicked devils has an end. Satan himself has an end. So that's what y'all better recognize. You got an end. It's gonna end. So either go down in history with the devil and ending, or you end your jump with the devil and get off the devil's ground. Hey, I'm gonna give you that, and I'm gonna pray for you to get that before God come upon you. And I had this one, I got to hit y'all with this last one before I leave. I had this one person get up there and say, she got discernment from God about the kind of person I was. I was this evil person. She ran a person like me before. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, you wicked devil. God ain't gave you no discernment about me. Not if he gave you some discernment about evil about me. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Your wickedness that you got, that discernment you got straight from the devil. I'm here to tell you that. You're wicked devil. God ain't gave you no discernment. If he gave you discernment about me, you wouldn't have never got on my YouTube and said no junk like you said. So let me tell you something. You got to be the friend of Michelle or a fake prophet of the Lord. Probably both. Because you a fake prophet. If you using God and saying that he gave you discernment about me, and you got up there and said evil things about me, God ain't give you that discernment about me. God gave you, the devil gave you that discernment, and you went on it. So let me tell you something. That's why I don't deal with women in the church that ain't right by their husband, ain't living right by their husband. You ain't got nothing to say, and you probably just that woman that ain't got a husband and ain't standing, and your husband ain't standing by you. You just that kind of woman. I will never hear one word out your mouth ever. And whoever you may be, I told you, come back to you what you put out there on me. Be careful how you open your mouth about me. Because when you open your mouth not correct about me, you better watch out with the Lord knocking at your door and letting you know what it is that you're talking about his servant. Hey, you better recognize that, devil. And I'm saying that, and I ain't saying God gave me any discernment. You a devil, just what I have learned in the Lord. You a devil for opening your mouth wrong. And then gonna talk about God gave you the discernment. He gave you some discernment, all right. And last but not least, y'all, over 60,000 views, making my video number one. So you know, if I got over 60,000 people viewing my video, how many of you think is really looking at it? And how many authority that you think that's really looking at it? How many people in high places that you think is looking at it? Huh? How many? Watch this stuff come. I told y'all come. Just look. Y'all, watch this. This is in the 7th year. Judge Sophia Carter took my kids March of 2019. And what's this? This is June of 2026. 7 years. That's all I'm gonna say. You see it, don't you? March 2019, June 2026. 7 years. You heard me? Come on, y'all. Thank y'all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.